Hello everyone, here again with another video on how an expression number supports a life path. Now this was requested by one of my lovely subscribers and commenters, and this is for you and you know who you are, and it's for anyone else that is a life path 5 and expression number 22-4. Now the life path 5 is quite expressed in detail in this video, but if you haven't already, please watch my expression number 22-4 first, because it will give you a bit of an overview of the expression number 22-4, and then you will see more of what the 22-4 can do. At this point in this video, it's how the expression 22-4 supports the life path 5. So this is not a full expression video of the a full detailed video about the expression number. It's about really how that expression number supports that all-important life path. So if your date of birth adds up to and reduces to a 5, you're a life path 5 at the end of the day. And I'm about to show you how to work out the expression number anyway. So we'll go ahead from there. So most importantly, the most important number in your chart, as you know, is your life path. It's the reason why you're here. It's your purpose for this lifetime, and it is your area of development. So not everybody resonates with their life path, especially at first, because it's actually something you're here to achieve. It's not something that you can do already. In fact, to many people finding out their life path, they will think, actually, that's my weakness. It's not my strength. And that's exactly why it's your life path, because it's your area of development. It is the most important number in your chart. I cannot stress that enough. All the other numbers in your chart, your expression, your soul urge, your birthday, and all the other little numbers that surround it that make up who you are all existing to support that life path. Think of the life path as the king, and all the other numbers are his subjects, his or her subjects. So the areas of development, if you are a life path 5, is you need to develop focused discipline that leads to mastery and freedom. And what that means is you can be quite scattered. You can, I know because I'm an expression 5, you like loads of different things. You like to experience loads of different things and meet new people and do new things and see new things, so much to the point you fill up your life with scattered experience, but you don't actually ever achieve anything because you never focus on something long enough to create that skill and mastery you will need to build the inner and outer freedom that the life path 5 is here to achieve. Remember, it's all about that life path 5. So you need to develop from that scattered state and focus on, with discipline, on a subject that you focus on so much that you become a master of that subject, a specialist. You need to focus past the point of boredom towards the real detail and the nitty-gritty, because not every part of your subject is going to be enthralling. There are going to be parts of it that are very routine and detailed. You need to master it all, and that focus and that discipline is what you need to achieve in this lifetime. You're also here and have the potential and need to develop excellent charismatic communication skills. So you have that potential within you, but it's something you haven't quite developed yet. So the ability to express yourself to such an extent that people listen, they're entertained and inspired and informed by you, and you draw people in with your charisma. That's what you need to achieve as a life path 5. You also need, as well as, because you are very fearless, you need to be adventurous. You need to be confident. You need to, even though I say you need to focus for your life path, you also need to manage to focus on, to be able to deal with, varied experience and change and unexpected events, and be able to deal with change and flexibility on a very real and useful level. So you're dealing with both sides of the polarity when you're a life path 5, from being disciplined and focused to being scattered. So you're here to bring yourself really from that scattered state towards discipline and mastery, but you will always have that side of you that you should balance, which likes adventure and variation. So keep all these parts of you. You love adventure, you love variation. This life path isn't asking you to stop that. It's asking you to still express that fearlessly, but also to have a focused discipline. So you express both sides of the polarity. And excellent communication skills is what you need to develop. And most importantly, you can communicate your specialism through your communication skills. That is when you're achieving your life path to its best. But remember, a life path is a lifelong thing. You know, it's going to take you your whole life. Unless you're really, really good, it's going to take you most of your life, if not more than one life, to achieve this path. So what you mustn't do is beat yourself up if you still haven't achieved all these points. You're not meant to have. It's not meant to be that easy. So the talent number that you brought with you to assist you in achieving that all-important life path 5, excuse me, the cat. 1 second. Hello again. You always come in when I'm doing a video, don't you? Hey? Go on then. Go on then. Sorry about that. So the talent you brought with you to achieve that all-important life path is the expression master number 22-4. What strikes me straight away is you're here to try and achieve focus and discipline. The biggest thing that jumps out of me with the expression number master 22-4 is that you will be very talented at focus and discipline. So that's the biggest thing the expression 22-4 does for you. So when you're a talented expression master 22-4, you're excellent at dealing with people. You're gentle, you're cooperative, you're able to say the right things, you're tactful, you're able to mediate conflicts, you can work as a team cooperatively and supportively. And you're here to serve others. When you're using the talents of a master number, it's about service to mankind, not just the man next door, mankind. So you have the talent to serve mankind. And this talent that you have to serve can sometimes swing too far into you doing too much and end up making yourself ill because you're not looking after yourself enough. So it's about double cooperation, tact, teamwork, being able to mediate conflict, keep people in harmony, look after people, care for people's well-being, but also balance that with responsibility to yourself and ensure that you are not struggling because of that. And if you're a talented expression master number 22-4, you're more likely to be able to balance those responsibilities with your responsibility to serve others. So that should be easier for you. But, you know, there are going to be glitches. Nobody's perfect. You're also a master builder. And what that means is you have half spiritual ability to channel ideas, and the rest of your ability is practical building, construction, goal setting, getting things done one step at a time. You have the potential, you have the talent to be the most successful person in numerology because your talent is 22-4. Business intelligence, practicality, focus, being able to focus on it, to set goals, to focus on those goals and achieve something. So if you think planning process, when you're building a house, you must plan how you're going to build that house. You must build foundations to that house to make it secure. You can use this throughout your life. The 22-4 is about building security and building strong foundations for security and stability. And you have that ability that would be great to support the discipline of the life path 5. So stability and security is your thing. Okay, and I know that sounds like it's opposites because the life path 5 wants freedom and the master expression 24 brings stability and security. But if you've built that empire, you've built that business and you are successful through your 22 expression, you'll have all the freedom in the world, all the freedom of choice in the world to do whatever you want. Okay, so it can always be linked. Right, so now I've gabbled on, let's get to the real meat and potatoes. So I've split the life path number 5 down. I normally split into 10, maybe 9 sections. So first of all, the life path 5 struggles with getting easily bored really quickly. The life path 5 likes to study lots of topics. They like varied experience, and they can, you know, be so scattered that they never really achieve anything. And a specialism is needed to help focus the life path number 5, to help focus you. So you're here to learn, to be disciplined, to continue with a topic or activity beyond the point of boredom, beyond the point of the detail, towards mastery, towards knowing a subject or anything, knowing something, an activity even, to such a specialism that specialism brings with it the ability for you to gain the resources you need to be free. When it's your specialism, when it's your thing, you make your own decisions, and that's what you're here to achieve. Your Expression 24 talent means you are a master builder. You can bring organisation, order, hard work to your projects. You can help your tendency of the life path 5 to be scattered. Your Master 22 expression can help focus you down so that you actually achieve things. You build mastery and specialism. You have the talent you need to focus with discipline, to follow every meticulous step to completion and mastery. Use this skill. It can be used to support your life path 5 by seeking out a calm environment where you can exercise the quiet focus that you need, and a good work environment where you can meticulously and easily build what you need for your security, but most importantly for your life path, your mastery and freedom, which is what you're here to achieve as a life path 5. So you're also here to develop the ability to, as I said, balance that amazing love of variety and adventure and travel and new things and new experience and excitement and novelty, and balance that with the stability of a home, skill mastery, being able to focus on a skill, to commit to that skill, focus on a place or a time where you focus on that mastery, focus on a place to live, a building where you live, a family, anything that, you know, you're here to get that balance, if I can put this across correctly, to find that balance of variety and also that balance of stability, having that family, having that skill, that mastery to fall back on, and that family support always there for you. So you can be adventurous sometimes, but you also need to support the stability in your life. You can be the life path 5 is prone really to be really spontaneous, take too many risks, jump from one experience to another, but, you know, make money, lose money, never settling, never progressing. You know, you're never going to move forward and move forward towards mastery when you're that scattered. So the life path in itself suggests that you struggle with stability and to settle. You know, you're a risk taker, you're changeable, you're scattered, and that is not conducive to stability. However, your Expression 22 4 energy is all about that stability and security. It's extremely focused on building stability and security via your work, your family unit, calm, harmonious relationships. An area even helps you bring that security, a home, a sense of belonging. You'll be less of a reckless risk taker as a life path 5 when you've got an Expression 22, because the Expression 22 is all about security and safety, and so you'll be less of a reckless risk taker than the average life path 5. And more of a builder of safety and security and stability. So this side of your nature, you're going to be a bit less of a risk taker. You know, life path 5s are risk takers. But if you use your Expression 22, that tendency will be balanced and you're more likely to be more secure. So the Expression 22 can really help you here to become more focused on your stability and your security, and to balance out that tendency to jump from one experience to another and make money, lose money, and be totally scattered. Use this ability in the 22 expression to help you settle with a strong foundation, progress to mastery, which is what you need to do for your life path 5. You need to focus and progress to mastery, and the expression number 22 can help you with your innate focus and discipline in order to create that mastery that you need, that specialism, that focus. You're also here to develop your ability to attain the inner freedom you came to achieve, and outward freedom. You need inner freedom first before you can have outward freedom. So that inner freedom of working to your own specialism, that's where it all starts. So you're here to develop your ability to attain that inner freedom. And towards that, the outer freedom, by doing things sometimes you might not want to do. I'm an expression 5. I'm very familiar with the line, I'll do what I want to do. However, people, we focus on I'll do what I want is being free to choose, and that is quite right. But sometimes we make choices that take away our own freedom. For example, I will eat what I want. Therefore, I will then get heart disease, and then I won't be able to travel or go where I want or be free in any way because I've made myself ill, and that eventually takes away your freedom. So the achievement of freedom is not necessarily always doing what you want. You can become a slave to those desires and end up making yourself ill. And for example, I will do what I want. I will break the law. What happens then? You become a prisoner. You get locked up. You get restricted in some way, whether you put in prison or having your money taken away from you. Your actions of doing what you want has actually fundamentally taken your freedom away. So doing what you want is not necessarily freedom. This is where we have issues. Freedom and discipline are inherently linked. If you want freedom, you need to create yourself something that you can float on, a mastery, a skill, something that you can do better than anyone else. That is where your freedom will start to sprout. So your 22-4 expression energy means that you have less of a problem performing tasks that you don't want to do. The 4 energy, the 22-4 energy is more conforming. They're more likely to balance out that I do what I want energy, because the 22-4 energy is more prefers rules and likes the stability of rules and procedures and processes, and they're quite happy to sometimes do what they don't want to do, especially if it's in the spirit of service to others. Remember, expression 22 is a serving number. They're here to serve humanity. It's like you have the talents to serve humanity, to be of service to others, and goal achievement. You can be a bit of a workaholic if you're not careful. Your 22 energy can also mean that you do too much for other people, as I've said, and not enough for yourself and your own freedom. Remember, you're here to create your own freedom, not just look after everyone else. You have that ability, but that doesn't mean that that should become your priority in life. So to support your life path 5, stop working sometimes and say no. Not to be a rebel just because you need a rest. Take time to yourself, rejuvenate, and continue your own study to your own personal freedom, your own personal mastery. Freedom is the ability to choose. That comes from discipline and mastery. And discipline and mastery means doing what you don't want to do sometimes. It's going into the detail and the boring stuff. Discipline and mastery is what you need if you want freedom. And that's what you need as a life path 5. So you're also here to learn to develop your communication skills so that you can communicate your knowledge, because you're very much a learner as a life path 5. Communicate your knowledge to other people, but you're going to have some issues with that because it's your life path. Maybe not, because when you're a life path 5, you're going to be better at some elements and not so good at others. This element might be quite a weakness for you because of your expression number. So you're here to develop verbal and written communication skills and be quite charismatic about it, to be able to draw people in with your verbal skill, because you have so much potential and you need to develop that potential as a great communicator. You have excellent social skills in the 22, that it will help you there. You can communicate very tactfully and very well with people. The expression 22 is the 2 energy. However, you are a very sensitive person. You're a master number by ability, not by life path, but you still have that sensitivity that double 2 shyness, and you often can disconnect with people, which can stifle the potential charisma that you have inside you to communicate with others. So to support your life path 5, spend time working through that shyness and confidently communicate your mastery to others, or take steps to help you develop towards being able to confidently stand in front of a group of people and then let your mastery flow out of your mouth with confidence and charisma. That is what you're working towards in your life path 5. You're here to learn to be committed to that specialism, dependable to your specialism and all the people around you, to do what you say you're going to do. Because as I said, you're quite scattered as a life path 5, and you need to develop this because you often forget what you promise. There's so much going on. You don't mean to. You just, because there's so much going on and you've got so much going round in your head, you get a bit forgetful, chaotic, scattered, changeable, looking for the next new experience, but never really going anywhere. So, your life path suggests that you struggle with commitment and staying power because of your scattered nature. But your 22-4 ability in your expression, number 22-4, gives you that ability and that potential and that talent to be a very hard worker, to be of service to others, as I keep saying, which means that you're going to be of service to others. You've got to be dependable and you've got to be committed, and you're able to build organizations and structures and businesses that can help the world in a very, very, very big way. Your master builder dependability that you have as a talent. This is a talent. You're a master builder. So your dependability and your innate service is useful because it will help support the commitment needed for your life path 5. So very much take on to be more dependable towards others, more service orientated, and learn that commitment and that dependability and focus that on your mastery. I don't think I need to carry on with that one. I'll carry on. So you're also here to develop your social skills. Okay, and charisma, again, it's a big part of a life path 5's development. So you have the potential to be fun-loving and positive and optimistic, but you can often be quite sort of uptight and argumentative, and it's something you need to develop, the fun-loving social skills, relaxed attitude and charisma, because you can be a little bit uptight. And this is something you need to develop if you're a life path 5. So the 22 will help you a little here because, you have innate social skills. You can bring people together to achieve your goals. You're tactful, you're gentle, you know when to say the right thing and when not to, and you're very sensitive to the feelings of others, which will help guard against a little that uptight, argumentative attitude that the life path 5 has. You can communicate well with other people. However, you prefer small groups. As I said, you're quite shy rather than large groups of people. You're quite sensitive and you prefer like smaller groups. So you need to, like I said about talking to bigger groups of people, support your life path 5 by managing that sensitivity a little and challenging yourself to communicate confidently and humorously in larger groups socially, not just as a speaker on a stage or a communicator or a teacher, but also in a social situation when communicating with friends, family, as well as colleagues. So communication and social skills, they're considered they are similar, but they're not quite the same thing. And your life path 5, you need them both. Okay. You're also here to develop consistent independence. You can swing from independence to dependence and back again, risky behaviour, get rich quick schemes, changing jobs a lot. It can take you from an independence of earning money to the dependence of not earning money because you've changed your mind and moved on and you want to try something else. But your expression number 22, you're able to work towards independence because the 22-4 is a very, very independent number. So as you much prefer to do things for yourself as a talented 22-4, you then rely on other people. You're far too safe and stable to deal with these get-rich schemes. So what the expression 22 will help you do here is it will help you take less risks. The life path 5 needs to take some risks, but they take often too many, which makes them swing towards dependence because they've lost their home or their job or their money, because they've done a get-rich-quick scheme or invested a load of money and it just hasn't come about. And that can happen with anything. Overspending, overindulging, you can spend a lot of money. So you can swing from independence and back again. So your 22 can help you focus towards stabilizing towards independence and stability, and the safety and security that is innate in your expression 22 will help balance that risk-taking nature of yours out, which will be great for your life path. If you do too much again to serve others, you may make others dependent on you. So be careful you're not making others dependent on you and doing too much. We live in an interdependent world, but we need to be balanced between the two. So to support your life path 5, develop a balanced attitude, independence, dependence, towards interdependency. You must guard against doing too much and making others dependent on you, and maintain your own independence, but also realizing that we're all fundamentally interconnected and interdependent. The key is knowing when to be independent and knowing when to be dependent, knowing when to help someone and knowing when to leave them to deal with it themselves. It's that appropriate interconnectivity, appropriate support levels. So that's what you can achieve with the talent of your 22-4. Okay, so it's finding that balance between independence, dependence, and gaining healthy interdependence. Okay, taking less risks with your expression 22, taking risks still, but being a little bit more calculated about those risks. Okay, you're here to develop fearlessness. The energy of the 5 wants to develop fearlessness, and they like to help others to live fearlessly, because fear holds us back. It's the 5 energy needs you to develop an attitude of, I don't have a comfort zone, I'm going to challenge myself to do new things, to challenge myself past fear, and to encourage other people to have that kind of confidence and fear as well. That's what you're here to develop. So your life path 5 suggests you need to be braver, really, more fearless. You need to be more promoting of change and dealing with the repercussions of instability and how people might react. And your sensitive but hard-working nature prefers safety at the end of the day and stability. You're not about being risky and fearless when you're in expression 22. So this is where this element of your life path 5 might be, is going to be a more difficult one for you, because you want safety. Your talent and your expression is talent, is stability and security and being safe. So this is going to be a difficult one, but to support your life path 5, be fearless in your action and your communication of your mastery. The more fearless you are, the more charismatic you will be, and the more people will listen to you. So be more fearless in the communication of your mastery. Healthy fearlessness is key. And then encourage other people to be confident and fearless and spread their message, their idea, their specialism, whatever that may be. Fearlessness. That's what you're here to develop. It's going to be hard, but work on it. You won't regret it, because it will help you achieve your life path and it will do great things for you. You're also here to learn to make good use of your energy and drive. Your life path 5 has loads of energy. And when you add that to the expression 22 energy that you're bombarded with every day, this becomes even more for you. Okay? Not only are you a life path 5, bombarded with quite a lot of energy to get moving and experience and to do new things, but also you're being hit with the talent energy of the expression 22 master energy. So you need to be able to channel that and make good use of your energy and drive and focus it towards good things rather than negative things, because that energy is there. It's going to be used. Whether you use it for good or bad, it will be used. So, you know, you need to learn to consciously channel that energy into good things. And if you feel restricted or underconfident, you will, that energy, it's like holding that energy there, and you feel too restricted and underconfident to let it fly. And then you'll be restless. It will be like a pressure, and you won't be able to, it's like, oh, you know, the discomfort of having a full belly, you know, restless and discomfort, you know, and it can come out in displays of emotion, like being a drama queen. Use that energy for experience, for adventure, to be courageous, to learn, to experience, to focus on your mastery. Use that energy and channel it well. That's what you need to do as a Life Path 5. Your Life Path 5 suggests that your high energy and drive can get bored, restless, directionless, scattered, high nervous tension, and this nervousness, you could be trying to get rid of it with alcohol and substances because you just can't calm yourself down. So your expression 22-4 energy is a master builder, much more calm, with a big talent and the potential to achieve and change the world for the better. So, you know, you're able with the 22 energy, because of your amazing ability to achieve and be successful, it makes it easier for you to channel that immense energy towards building something amazing for humanity, you know, to be adventurous, to be courageous, but also build something great, as your talent will help you to do. So use your 22 energy to achieve goals. Build secure and beneficial structures, businesses, organizations. All of this is supporting your Life Path 5 because it's channeling all that amazing energy into such amazing things. You know, you have the ability to build great things and you have the energy to do it. So you're here to learn to channel that energy into great things, and your talent makes you able to build great things. Use it. I hope you've really found my video useful today. If you're a Life Path 5, expression number 22, if you like this video, please click the like button. And if you haven't already subscribed, please subscribe and click that bell icon. I always forget to say, but please contact me if you'd like a reading. I do personal one-to-one Zoom readings, and you get the reading on a PDF and a recording, and I give you a lot of after support as well. You can also, if you'd like to learn a little bit more about numerology, you can do my Udemy course. I'm going to put the link to that in the description box. You can contact me through my web address, soulexplorer.net, or through my email, katie@soulexplorer, or through my social media, which I'm also going to put in the description box. So if you want a reading or you want to learn more about numerology, so for a reading, contact me. Numerology, click on the link for the Udemy course and learn about the wonders of numerology. As ever, guys, I want you to trust the soul within you, because only you know what's best for you. See you in my next video.